What's good, YouTube? We got why is this 15-year-old the most wanted in Chicago? Let's get it. I never heard of him. Apparently his name LiL Speedy, so let's see what's going on.
LiL Speedy is hands down one of the youngest crash outs that we have covered on this channel. From meeting up with the ops for a shootout to backdooring people he was once cool with and mocking their death online, LiL Speedy has made himself the top op in Chicago and even going in and out of juvenile hall at only 15 years old. After joining one of the deadliest gangs in Chicago, the infamous Bloodhounds, Speedy would continue to rain havoc in the streets of Chicago in the name of his fallen gang leader, Lil Jeff.
Speedy had nobody's up. They really mad about this.
What's stopping y'all from taking that route and crashing out?
I'm crashing out all the way. I'm doing whatever I can to do something to you.
And Speedy keep trolling is gonna be 30K on his head, and I bet you.
Bro, the sad thing is, bro, they like 15. Son, this not cool, bro. It's not, bro. You know what's cool is growing up, giving your life to God, and going and get some money, bro. That's what's cool. And it sounds cliche, but I promise you it's not, bro. Crashing out, what that's gonna result you in doing, bro? Like, what that's gonna bring for your life, gang? Nothing.
We be dead by tonight. Keep trolling, his ass gonna be dead. Keep trolling, the next time I see his mama face gonna be split open on my dead cousin.
Chicago police are investigating the shooting death today of a 15-year-old boy. Police say they found him with a gunshot wound to the head inside a home just before noon today.
LiL Speedy was born and raised in the south side of Chicago near the Inglewood area. As a kid, it would seem that although Speedy had both parents in his household, his father would be in the streets for a better portion of his life. It would even turn out that later on, we would find out that the name LiL Speedy was actually a street name passed down from his father, the original Speedy. Since LiL Speedy would be around street life at a young age, he would then jump off the porch in 2021 at about 11 years old. It was around this time that Speedy would hang out more and more with his cousin Lil 50 and his friend Queso, and the three of them would have each other's back.
Hold on, little bro jeans too tight.
Hang out more and more with his cousin Lil 50 and his friend.
Them jeans too tight, gang. You need to take them off, bro. I mean, hey, you may be 12 and really drilling stuff. I respect it. Well, I don't respect it, but I see your ankle monitor. But bro, come on now. I can't get walked down on somebody who got jeans that tight, fam. Ain't no way. I take off, he not finna catch me.
Queso, and the three of them would have each other's back in these unpredictable streets of Chicago. However, it was around 13 years old when Speedy was introduced to Lil Jeff and Rel Vert, the infamous members of the Bloodhounds. Once Speedy met these two, he was starstruck, and he knew that he wanted to pursue a life identical to the ones that he had seen the Bloodhounds living. Things would soon become extremely dicey after this moment, considering there would be a beef brewing between Speedy and Queso's cousin, PGF Fully Chop. It was rumored that the feud would start after Lil 50 and Fully Chop would steal a gun. However, after this gun was stolen, Fully Chop and Lil 50 would become Speedy's biggest ops. After the death of Lil Jeff, we would see Lil Speedy and Queso do an interview with the Chirac's History Channel, in which we would see these guys creep up on vehicles in traffic, ready to dump bullets in the street, on camera. He would further incriminate himself in this interview, saying that he knows that people have put money on his head, and that if anyone needs guns or cars, that he's a one-stop shop.
One hair like.
Uh-oh. Hold on now.
What the freak, bro?
Uh-oh. Hold on now.
Boy, look, Queso and Lil Speedy, man.
Is Speedy Bloodhound?
Hell no.
Did y'all grow with Q50 and Jeff, or met them recently before the fame?
Nah, personally, I just met Q50. I just met Q50. I used to see Jeff and shit, but I knew Jeff was also like, what, 12, 13?
He kind of look like him.
I keep seeing them talk about something about a pipe getting took or something.
I never got took at all. Stolen is the word. What? Motherfucker be stealing, they dirty.
When a nigga takes something, that damn near force.
You got little niggas supposed to be take something, so you shit took. Motherfuckers be stealing.
Ask Speedy what's to the money on his hair rooms.
Yeah, they getting crazy on
It's
this.
a honey bun. It's like a honey bun, man. I don't know.
What that mean? It's like a honey bun. That's what you mean, bro. See, I ain't in the streets, bro. I need a translator, bro. I don't know what you mean, a honey.
I'm good. One-stop shop. You need a cop. One-stop shop. If you even want a cop, get you the paperwork on that. No bullshit.
Not long after this interview, it was alleged that Fully Chop and Speedy would meet up for a shootout at Speedy's house. Speedy would post on IG, check Morgan and Carpenter, who didn't shoot back. Then Fully Chop would post to his story, Speedy, is your crib good, blood? These kids are insane, and keep in mind that they are only about 14 and 15 years old at this time. Chop would go on an interview with On a Couch TV to further diss Speedy and tell the public that he had taken a gun from him.
On all my films, there's so many.
And Speedy again.
There's so many.
Yeah, that's how they rob. That's how they rob.
Speedy had nobody.
Speedy had nobody to. Everybody.
Yes, he used to sit in the
back seat.
my cousin used to sit in the middle of the seat and get his gun took every time. Never blew when they got in the shootout. His ass.
Oh my dear buddy, he was in the middle every time we up in traffic, he in the middle.
Daddy claiming the hood he not from.
Not from Bloodhound.
Hey, whoever that is in the background talking, bro, they the biggest instigator, bro. I swear.
That's some drill shit. They really mad about this. Look. They really mad about this. Oh my. They really mad about
All this about that for this.
It didn't take long for Speedy to jump on the same exact platform to clap back and explain his side of the story. And in this interview, he explains the beef between his cousin Lil 50 and how Lil Jeff inspired him to be the crash out that we witnessed today.
50 was my boy.
How it just go down the drain like?
Stealing folk. No matter. Nope. They got sticky fingers. It's really all over some backdoor.
Playground hard.
Well, that's all. They thought we was finna backdoor somebody else for them, and then they backdoor blood. That's all it was. But folks, like the truth, like Lil 50 is a goofy man. I don't even know he be funny. Folks. That's my cousin, and all the folks ass is a goofy. He don't do shit but drive, blood.
If you're really in the streets for real, putting in work and all that, you probably shouldn't play on social media or like
I ain't gonna problem.
take it serious.
I feel like you could do whatever you want to do, I ain't gonna lie. I done seen real deal hella do that. So why not? Seeing what Jeff is doing, why not?
Like, what's stopping y'all from taking that route of crashing out? Because we see a lot of y'all really be strategically planning how y'all move for real.
I ain't gonna lie. That question ain't for me. I already told him I'm crashing out all the way. I won't
What?
on the crash out. I'm doing whatever I can to do something to you.
Who says that,
I'm
Who says that they just ready to crash out? Like, bro, like, that's not cool, though, bro. It's not, bro. That's really...
If I feel like you a threat to me, I'm crashing out, blood. That's just how I ain't gonna lie.
Speedy would begin his backdoor reputation by first setting up his former friend Queso into getting his gun taken. And if that wasn't bad enough, he would then be on live with Lil 50 moments before he was gunned down by Lil Tay in Trap City territory. Now, this is speculation that Speedy had anything to do with this. However, he would then go on to post a picture of the scene where Lil 50 was killed with the caption, "I just told you to be on point, gang." This would result in Lil 50's sister Jada letting the public know that she has $30K that she had just raised in the funeral costs, and she plans to put it on Speedy's head.
And Speedy keep trolling, it's gonna be 30K on his head, and I bet you he be dead by tonight. Keep trolling, his gonna be dead. Keep trolling, when the next time I see his mama face gonna be split open on my dead cousin. Why his ass wanna troll?
Now, this is some insane mob shit going on between teenagers. Then, in December 2024, things would get serious after Fully Chop would post, "Mention 50, nah, he dead," in which Speedy would then respond in eerie 3 hats, insinuating that he's got 3 bodies. And he would also say, "I have no friends, just saying, watch me work." And we all know what that means. Moments later, we would hear that his former friend Queso would be shot point blank in his head while sitting in a chair in his own bedroom. After word around town would bring heat to Lil Speedy, he would seemingly do some damage control, posting, "I didn't even want to get on the net, brother, but you just fucked my head up, you know? You know, bitch, I love you." They're gonna say what they want. Speedy's antics would get much worse when he would post an old photo of his ops, further provoking his ops to catch him slipping. Now, at this point, everyone had known that Speedy was claiming Bloodhound, but there was still a ton of speculation until Vert would go on to co-sign Lil Speedy directly, and he would be seen on IG Live with Vert's chain, while flashing a gun and dissing all of his ops. Speedy would then also be seen shooting a music video with Bloodhound music video filmer AMF Visuals. However, all of this momentum would soon come to an end when Speedy would be booked under unknown charges. Some are speculating that he took some charges as an initiation to join the Bloodhounds. Now you tell me what you think in the comments. While he was locked up, Chop would continue to drop disses, and when asked when he would stop mentioning Speedy, Chop would reply, "Whenever he's dead." Although, not long after, Chop would find himself in custody as well. Some were speculating that Speedy snitched based on the timing, but that would later be debunked. Then a couple of months later, Speedy would be released and would immediately address the snitch allegations, saying, "I'll unalive myself before I rap." All of the top members would take this opportunity to repost LiL Speedy, further solidifying him as an official bloodhound to the public. After Speedy would change his IG handle to Bloody Hound LiL Speedy and would go on to post, "We all are one. You can't be into it with one of us and not all of us." With all eyes on Speedy, it was the perfect time to drop his first visual titled How I Get, which is now at over 427k views to date, of course taking aim at all the ops. Shortly after this, he would get signed to Grade A and Create Music Group. Then about a week later, Speedy drops another visual titled 9 Block Finest, which is at over 374,000 views to date, only further reminding Chicago who the King Snake really is. Now, outside of Vert and Speedy being seen together constantly, I mean even giving up their location like their 800 TJ, but nonetheless, it would seem that this is only the beginning for LiL Speedy. As he would continue to drop music, we would hear him saying his lyrics. In a snippet dropped earlier this week, "I'm quick to blow, that's the Jeff in me. Don't bap on it when you dissing me. Fast as hell you can't."
We got baby bloodhound Lil Jeff before GTA.
Can't run
6,
from me.
bro.
Monty and Rob went out so sweet. This is a clear example of the influence that Lil Jeff had on the youth of Chicago. I only hope that Lil Speedy will continue to thrive and stay alive long enough to enjoy the great things that are coming his way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bro, we got bloodhound Lil Jeff Rebirth, bro. That is insane, bro. That is insane, bro.